Oh my god, so it's so interesting to me because I think Squid Game isn't even like it's kind of not one of my first K-dramas, but it also kind of is. Like I don't know, like when I first watched Squid Game, I barely knew anybody. Like I barely knew actors in the actual industry, you know, like I barely knew any like Korean actors, because I think back then I only actually watched like Thai BLs. So even back then, like I kind of I don't even know where I was up to with like Thai BLs, but like I kind of didn't watch a lot of Korean like shows, just because I was like, obviously I think back then there weren't any like Korean BLs properly. So I think some were starting to like show through, you know, at times, but like barely any. And I think when this dropped, like when Squid Games dropped, a lot of people watched it, and that's when I started watching it. And then obviously I found like Sweet Home and stuff like that, and Alice in Borderland, you know, like things after that. And obviously there's people who have like the debate of like which one's better, like Squid Games or Alice in Borderland. They're both so different, but like so like very similar as well. But like Alice in Borderland is based on like a, you know, a whole series of books or whatever, you know, like manga and stuff like that. Whereas I don't know if Squid Game is like also based off something, or if it's like its own like thing that people made up as well. Like I don't think it's like a book series, is it? I think it's just like something like the writers like made up, you know, as well. So it's interesting, like if anything, like this one would be more of a copy of that. If anybody had actually read like the Alice in Borderland stuff, you know, they would have known that this is, you know, that one came first. But anyway, I'm pretty sure Squid Game actually released first, right? I don't really know. I can't really remember. It could have been Alice in Borderland first, you know, like in like show wise. But either way, like it obviously got people to start reacting to, I think Squid Game is the actual thing that got people to start reacting to like K-dramas and like stuff like that. So I wish back then I kind of, you know, like went on that wave as well. Like I wish that was when I started reacting to things, but I was still, I think I was either in college or having a gap year at that point. So I didn't actually do any of those things. Like I didn't actually, you know, I didn't want to react to anything, because I thought people would just say I'm fat, people would just say I'm ugly, you know, whatever. So, you know, whatever. But I now know who these people are, you know what I mean? Like I've seen Gong Yoo, like I've seen him in the Goblin, like I've seen the what's the other guy, the police officer guy. I've seen him in so many things, like he was in Bad and Crazy. I haven't actually watched Bad and Crazy, but I know he's in that with the other guy who was in Goblin, and Dongwook, right? The other guy that was in Goblin. I think he was Gongwook. I think Gongwook or Dongwook or something like that. Anyway, and I forgot obviously the police officer's name, but I think he'll be alive. Like I think the three characters that I'm thinking will be alive will be like, oh, I guess four, because the main guy's alive. The guy who like hands, you know, the like blue and the red thing, the game, Gong Yoo, like I think he's gonna be there again. And what is it called? Oh my god, what? The police officer, obviously, I think he'll be alive. He got shot by his brother, but he got shot like in his arm or something. So I think he'll be alive. I think he'll have just swam somewhere. And then there's obviously like his brother, who was like the head guy, you know. And he, you know, like when he took his like head thingy off, obviously loads of people who are like Korean or have watched K-dramas before, they would know who that is. Like they would know who he was. But like so many people I've seen that reacted to like that scene did not know who that was, me included. Like back then I had no idea who he was. Now I know who he is, and that is an insane like cameo to have him in there. To be honest, like I'm still surprised knowing who that is now, that he was in there. But the craziest thing is, I've watched so many K-dramas, like I've watched so many like dramas in general now, and I don't think I've seen anything with that guy in it. Like besides Squid Game, I don't think I saw him ever. You know what I mean? But also I do have like a theory kind of thing, because wait, you know when I don't know which episode it was. It might have been the last episode. But like when he was like, you know, freaking out in the toilet or wherever he was like looking in the mirror and stuff, and he was like remembering the fact that he shot his brother and stuff like that. And he was like having a bad, you know, kind of like, you know, reaction to it. I feel like he is probably under some kind of, you know, thing that he had to be the game maker as well. Like I think he had to be there. Like I don't think he had a choice, if that makes any sense. I don't know, because it feels like somebody would be higher up than him, right? Because just the way like the VIPs were and like everything else, I don't know, like it feels like he's just not the one fully in charge, you know what I mean? So I'm very interested to see like what they're actually going to do for season 2, because obviously all the characters we either liked or like hated are all get kind of dead, if you know what I mean. Like the girl's dead, like the other guy who was kind of awful is kind of dead, you know, like he went back, he's got red hair now, the main guy. Like honestly, the one that probably everyone wanted to live was the girl, so that she could like be with her brother, and also like just so that she could live. Whereas we kind of have the main character who I feel like not a lot of people fully liked him, because of like the start of the show where he like kind of steals from his mom, you know, stuff like that. I feel like not a lot of people, you know, appreciated him a lot, and I feel like that's valid, because honestly he was terrible at those points, you know what I mean? I feel like he was just very lucky a lot of the time, and obviously like the twist with the old man being like the one who's like organized it, but there's still so many wrong things. Like he's dead now, you know what I mean? But the games are still going on, so like how are they still going on if he's gone? Like all these other people are obviously there as well. Like the VIPs probably don't want it to stop or something. Like, you know, I don't know, like it's very interesting to think about if you really think about it. Like why are the games actually still going on if he's dead? Like if he's the one that's organized it, like why is it still going on? So I'm wondering if we're gonna have like flashbacks to like other things. Like I'm very curious as well, like because I don't think that old man, like I don't think he was actually an actor before this show. Like I think this was like his first role, and I wonder if he's actually still alive, because it's been a while, hasn't it? And obviously this was like all before COVID, so I don't even know if he would actually still be alive. But I'm very interested to know, you know, like all these different things, like what's gonna happen. Like they just, I don't know, but I definitely feel like they're not gonna show in the trailer if the detective is alive, because like why would you know what I mean? You've got to like kind of savor that, I guess, for the actual show, because like otherwise what's going to be a spoiler? But I'm also interested to see like what other characters get brought in, like what other actors brought in, like if they're going to be new actors and stuff. I'm obviously not going to know who they are, but if it's going to be people that I've seen before, that's going to be so cool, because I'll be rooting for those people, you know what I mean? Or I'll be thinking like, oh my god, what's going to happen to these people? So let's just go. I kind of want to just see it. Let's go. Ooh, my guy. Oh my god, it's that guy. What a mess. Oh my god. I'm so surprised this is an actual thing. Like this is actually happening. I still find it so hilarious. So many people went as like these things, you know, these people as like Halloween things. It's so funny to think about. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's back. He's actually back. And he's the same. Was he the same number? Was that the same number he was before? That is insane. I think it maybe was. Let's get straight into the next one. It's taken a while to get there, but it's gonna get there. Ooh. Oh my god, is this Gongyu? Hold on. Oh my god. Is he gonna have more of a main role in this now? That would be so cool actually if he had more of a main role. Oh my god, this is so cool. He looks the same age as well, you know, from back then.
저랑 게임 한번 하시겠습니까?
Oh my god. The smack. Oh my god. Squid Game 2. This is, oh my god, December 26th. Why? Bro, why would you do it for that? Oh my god, why would you do it for then? That's insane. You know how insane that actually is? Like, the fact that you were going to do it on Boxing Day. On Boxing Day. That's crazy. Like, why? Why on Boxing Day? My god, bro, I almost cried for a second then. Like, I almost literally teared up. I mean, that is insane though. Like, why? Why at that point? I don't know, bro. That's crazy to me. But okay. I understand. That's so crazy though. Like, oh my god. I actually can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening. Like, Squid Game season 2. I really hope they don't ruin it. The same thing as like Bloodhounds. I don't want either of these shows to be ruined, you know what I mean? Because the first seasons were amazing. Like, to be honest, the end of Bloodhounds kind of disappointed me because I was really wanting the main villain guy to die. What was his name? Like Myung-il or something, or whatever his name was. Like, I wanted him to be dead. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't care much about the bald guy, you know, the big hair, the big, like, bald-headed man. But, like, I wanted like the main villain to die, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want him to just go to jail or whatever. I want him to be dead, because then for season 2 we don't have to deal with him anymore, you know, at least. Because, like, I don't want him to, like, break out and that's the whole storyline. Like, I literally don't want to see those villains again, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see any of those people back in the real world again. Like, I'd rather them just be arrested. That be the end of them. You know, for season 2 we could just have, like, the bromance of like Woojin and, oh my god, what was his name? What's the main guy's name? Like, the other main guy. Anyway, both of them, I just want them to have, like, a good time, you know what I mean? Like, I just want them to kind of get back into boxing, you know, see the hospital that Siwon's, like, character's gonna make, stuff like that, you know, like, all the people that we know who are still alive, I just want them to be, like, happy, you know what I mean? I don't want anything else bad to go wrong, but obviously, like, it's called Bloodhounds, so season 2, I don't really know what they could do, like, honestly. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be, like, 8 episodes as well, like, this time, but, like, it's freaking me out, honestly. Like, I really don't know what they want to do with it, you know? And same with this, like, it seems like Gong Yoo is gonna maybe play a bigger role, because they've already shown him, like, in his house. They've shown him, like, you know, doing stuff that he didn't do before, kind of thing. So maybe he's gonna have more of, like, an actual part in this. You know, maybe he's gonna actually, I don't know, be involved more. I'm not really sure. But, oh my god, wait. I've just been spoiled, bro. I already knew he was gonna be in it again, but, like, there's a video called Squid Game Season 2 Global Fan Theories with Cast, and the guy who is the cop is literally there, so obviously he's alive, bro. Like, obviously he's alive, because he's literally in that video. Like, why would you have him in that video specifically? You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. Of course he's alive then. That was 2 weeks ago as well, so everybody's gonna know that they're alive. That he's alive, I mean. Because, like, you wouldn't spoil that, really, would you? I wouldn't want to spoil that for the fans, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would not have him in here. I would have, like, anyone else. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.
That was a lot of, like, nonsense.
Can't be kidding.